Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Gemini Just 13 here, coming at you with the Gemini Just Airport update of Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Airplanes in this airport update would nothing really new. We have Slam Dunk 1 is in session. We have JetBlue Airways window pane tail. What else do we have? We have a Maryland 1, the usual massive U.S. Airways fleet, and then we have Lufthansa like usual. All the usual stuff, but Lufthansa is not going to be parked at its gate because if you haven't heard, their pilots and basically their whole workforce has gone on strike. So let's get started with the. We'll start with the regional jets. As you can see, the hangar is back. Why I brought it back is because I just realized that my U.S. Airways fleet. I maximize the U.S. Airways fleet. I try to maximize my gate utilization as much as possible. So it's easy to just take off one half, put the hangar in because it looks cooler. Plus, I've been in the hangar CLT a few times on tours and whatnot. So, anyways, right now you're looking at CRJ 900, CRJ 900, CRJ 7, CRJ 2, -8 100. The first CRJ 900 you're looking at is a flight with nonstop service to Des Moines. The next CRJ 900 you're looking at would be the flight out to Omaha. CRJ 700 with service to Northwest Arkansas. U.S. Airways Express CRJ 200 operated by Air Wisconsin with nonstop service to Jacksonville, North Carolina. Last but not least, at the very end, you have a -8 100 with nonstop service to New Bern, North Carolina. Here's the Southwest Airlines 737-700. This is the Slam Dunk 1 livery. Unfortunately, it has been repainted. But this aircraft just landed from Houston Hobby. It's going to go over taxi to gate A6, or I'm sorry, A8, and then it will prepare for a flight to Houston Hobby. I'll save the best for last, like always. We're looking at two Boeing 737-400s. The 737-400 right here, what I just pointed to, is making a flight up to Hartford. 737-400 over here is flying out to Albany. Alright, you're looking at three A320s. First A320 is an IAE model, and the second one's in CFM, and the next one's an IAE. CFM is my favorite, because that's the original U.S. Airways planes. IAE are the old America West planes from the merger. So, the IAE A320, the first one you can see, which is right here, is making a flight out to Houston. The next one, Intercontinental. The next one, ATL on the CFM one. And then the last A320 is flying out to Dulles. I mean, not Dulles. Washington Reagan. I was about to say they don't fly 320s at Dulles. I think the biggest plane they fly is the CRJ 900. Sometimes the 319, just depends. Okay, so we have about 8 A321s to get through, so we're just going to kind of get them up in a little group. We'll kind of go by threes or twos, however it ends up. So you're looking at the three A321s. This A321 is heading to Phoenix, Arizona. This A321 is heading to Philadelphia. And this A321 is heading to Washington Reagan. Let's go to our next batch. Of three A321s, and then we'll finish it off with two A321s. And I'll just try to move the camera better. Alright, this A321 is heading to Seattle, Tacoma. This A321 just arrived from Philadelphia. This A321 will be heading out to Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm going to slide this down a little more. The last batch of A321s, 321 to Los Angeles, 321 to San Francisco. And if you see PSA at the top of your screen, looks a little messy there, but that's just the Lufthansa leftovers from their little bit of out of work situation, I guess you should say. PSA 319 is going to head to Mexico City. Flight is operated daily on a 319, sometimes seasonally, just depends on the time of month. You're looking at our newest airline. Actually, you could call these. You're looking at our two newest airlines. The Frontier being the newest, which started February 12th of 2014. Southwest Airlines started April 14th of 2013. Anyways, Maryland 1 is going to operate Flight 993 with nonstop service to Baltimore. Frontier Airlines Flight 931 with nonstop service to Trenton. We're going to go down the line here. You have an American Airlines 737-800 with nonstop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. You have a Delta A319 heading out to Minneapolis, empty Delta gate. You have a Delta MD-90 making the flight out to Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson. And then you have the last but not least, the Delta A320 with nonstop service to Detroit. And then we're going to get a better angle. I'll get to the United and the Air Canada. Okay, so right now you're looking at a United A319. Like I said a lot, this aircraft fluctuates a lot on, well, the route fluctuates a lot on the aircraft that's being operated. So recently it's been on the A319, so I have the 319 in this side in Chicago Air. Air Canada Jazz getting ready to pull out of the gate, A2, nonstop service to Toronto Pearson. This is my friend's favorite paint scheme for U.S. Airways for the heritage ones. My personal one would definitely be Piedmont, just because Piedmont was basically the reason Charlotte was put on the map, I guess you could say. Anyways, you're looking at an Allegheny 319 with nonstop service to Columbus, Ohio. Love that airport. Well, the city too, really. American Airlines MD-82 with nonstop service to Dallas, Fort Worth. Like I said earlier, we're going to have our Lufthansa A340-600 that is now back in session. We do not operate the 330-300, and sometimes we will switch between the A340-300 and the 600. Only reason we have a 300 at the airport currently is because there's an aircraft swap the day the strike happened, and it's been sitting here for 3 days. Once that gets situated, they can keep flying again. It'll be right back to the 346. So we don't do that 330-300 stuff right now, which is a good thing because we don't really believe in the 346 in the summer. It's a winter aircraft. That's when we tend to get it a lot. Anyways, looking at a U.S. Airways A330-300 with nonstop service to London Heathrow. Down the line, another A330-300 nonstop service to Frankfurt. Down the line again, next ones are going to be two A330-200s. This A330-200 just arrived from Philadelphia. It's going to head out to Phoenix later. This A330-200 just arrived from Boston. Then it will head out to Rio de Janeiro for a later flight. We have a Delta. Goodness. U.S. Airways 767-200. Getting the camera to focus. A little bit of... come on. All right. U.S. Airways 767-200 with nonstop service to Sao Paulo. And then 767-200 with nonstop service to Philadelphia. U.S. Airways 757-200 with nonstop service to Philadelphia. Gonna kind of navigate around here. All right, excuse me. Allergies are getting to me now. Anyways, looking at U.S. Airways A319 Philadelphia Eagles, registration November 703 Uniform Whiskey. This aircraft just arrived from Philadelphia. It's going to go park at one of the next available narrow-body gates, and we'll make a flight out to Memphis. And one of my good friends flew that plane, but from Memphis to Charlotte on a 319 Eagles. Just to give you a better look of the express area, because I have the sunlight on my side, so it might just look just a little better. Here's the hangar back in session. Only reason I took it out was for expansion reasons, but it's back to keep things more realistic. That's a very key thing now for my idea of a model airport. Realistic is the number one thing, and then worry about the planes you need, because this Gemini just doesn't have everything you need right away, all that good stuff. Here's my favorite A319, just chilling in the hangar, getting some maintenance done, and then there's another 757-200 in the hangar. Alrighty, so that pretty much wraps that up. Try to keep the videos a little shorter, not much shorter, but don't worry, because it's too bad it wasn't April Fool's. I could have pulled an April Fool's joke, but I forgot it's April the 4th now. A little too late on that joke. Anyways, we're now at the best part of the airport. I'm going to switch to the other side so you can actually see the tail. If you don't know what this tail is, I don't know why we're having some bad lighting. Here we go. I got it. This is the window pane tail. Had the great opportunity to fly this tail 2 times over my trips. I flew it at operating November 231 Juliet Bravo, which is Blue Bonnet, flight 1685 from Boston Logan to Pittsburgh. And then I flew it from Boston to Charlotte on my good old JetBlue Airways flight 1445, registration November 309 Juliet Bravo, Rhapsody in Blue. So anyways, we're going to have this aircraft operate JetBlue Airways flight 1446 with nonstop service to Boston Logan. Alright, that wraps things up. I'm going to do a few angles, just a few other camera looks so you can get a nice view of the airport, of the operation. Can't wait for the merger to go down on the path, even though U.S. Airways is no longer in the Star Alliance, as you might have known. They're now in the One World. So it's going to be really cool to have a I should have started out saying, welcome to the new One World Airport. We are the second biggest One World hub in terms of daily flights. We rack in about 660, and we're really not far behind DFW. DFW probably checks in at 720-ish, 740. Correct me if I'm wrong. Not saying we'll catch up to them, but I'm saying we have potential to be one of the biggest. Just depends how you look at it and where Doug Parker wants to run the show. And since he's U.S. Airways management, looks like the U.S. Airways hubs might have a little more favoritism just because U.S. Airways has run the show, not American executive people. Even though they're still a part of the group, I'm just saying that U.S. Airways might have more influence on their on their pre-hubs, or their original hubs, which is awesome. Anyways, that's going to conclude this video. Thank you for watching, and sorry I went a little longer, but just want to give you a few angles of the U.S. Airways and Aero Body section. Hope you enjoyed this video. Next plane's not really sure. Going to have to get another 757-200 with the summer schedule, because I got to get Lisbon, Manchester, and Dublin for all the 75 transatlantic flights. So, figure it out. But thank you guys for watching this video.